A young boy discovered the truth. With nothing but a small stone and complete trust in Allah, a terrifying beast was defeated. But that miracle was only the beginning. Soon, the king would discover that one ordinary boy had become far more powerful than all the magic in his kingdom. And no matter how many times he tried, he could not stop him. News of the miracle spread quietly through the kingdom. Among those who heard about the boy was one of the king's trusted courtiers. The man had lost his eyesight. For years, he had searched for a cure. When he heard that Allah answered the prayers of the young believer, he gathered many valuable gifts and went to meet him. He hoped the boy would heal him. But the boy said something remarkable. He explained that he himself had no power to heal anyone. Only Allah could give sight. If the man truly believed in Allah alone, then he should pray to him sincerely. The courtier accepted the truth with all his heart. He believed in Allah. Then, by Allah's permission, his eyesight was restored. The man could see again. It was not magic. It was not the boy's power. It was a miracle granted by Allah. The courtier returned to the royal palace. As he stood before the king looked at him in shock. "You can see?" The king demanded to know who had healed him. The courtier answered with the truth. "My Lord is Allah." The king became furious. He believed that he alone deserved complete loyalty. The courtier was questioned and punished. Eventually, the king discovered the young boy. The boy was brought before the throne. The king questioned him about his faith. But the boy refused to abandon the truth he had learned. From that moment, the king no longer saw him as a student. He saw him as a threat. The king ordered his soldiers to take the boy high into the mountains. He gave them one command: if he refuses to leave his faith, throw him from the mountain. The soldiers climbed higher and higher. The cliffs became steep. The wind grew stronger. When they reached the summit, the boy turned to Allah. He made a sincere dua. At that very moment, the mountain shook by Allah's command. The soldiers lost their balance. One after another, they fell. But the boy remained safe. He calmly walked back to the king. The king was astonished. "Where are your guards?" The boy simply explained that Allah had saved him. The king refused to give up. This time he ordered another group of soldiers to take the boy far out to sea. If he does not leave his faith, throw him into the water. The waves grew rough. The wind became fierce. Again, the boy turned to Allah in sincere prayer. Suddenly, the boat overturned by Allah's command. The soldiers drowned, but Allah saved the boy once again. He returned safely to the king. The king could hardly believe what he was seeing. Every plan had failed. Every attempt had ended the same way. The boy always returned. Now the boy understood something. As long as the king kept trying in secret, he would never succeed. So the boy told the king exactly what to do. "If you truly want to kill me, gather all the people, tie me to the trunk of a tree, take an arrow from my quiver, and before shooting, say, 'In the name of Allah, the Lord of the boy.'" The king wanted nothing more than to prove his power. So he followed the boy's instructions. The entire kingdom gathered. The arrow was released. It struck the boy. By Allah's decree, the boy was martyred. The crowd had seen everything. The king himself had spoken, "In the name of Allah, the Lord of the boy." At that moment, the people understood the truth. Voices rose from every direction. "We believe in the Lord of the boy. We believe in Allah." The king's greatest fear had come true. Instead of stopping the message, he had spread it himself. Filled with rage, he ordered deep trenches to be dug. Huge fires were lit inside them. Anyone who refused to leave their faith was thrown into the flames. Many believers remained firm. Among them was a mother carrying her baby. For a brief moment, she hesitated. Then, by Allah's permission, the infant spoke and reassured her to remain steadfast upon the truth. She stayed firm in her faith. This became one of the greatest examples of courage in Islamic history. One brave boy, no army, no wealth, no kingdom, yet because he trusted Allah completely, his faith changed the hearts of an entire nation. His name is not mentioned in the Hadith, but his courage has inspired believers for centuries. The lesson is simple: true strength does not come from power. It comes from faith in Allah. If you enjoyed this authentic Islamic story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more cinematic Quran stories and authentic Islamic adventures. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.